time. It still is decent because of the anti-crowd control that she has. Also, the ultimate is perfect against the Barretts, very tanky hero. So the only problem I have with this is that the Lapu-Lapu is present on the side of Blacklist International. Uranus is their XP laner. We're now on the Blacklist. They might reveal which one is the jungler or which one will be the X. I think that they have already revealed.
Yeah.
This is the Barretts.
I'm scared of how correct my prediction was. I honestly was just going off a 50-50 theory, but yeah, you gotta just put that jungler in, and here we go. We confirm no Cho, no Hajit Kundu for us today. Instead, it's going to be Matilda Airlines and then Haji on the Kagura. They needed mid to be super active. They needed mid to be super active to give Oheb some time, and of course, the firepower for Wise. And now, best of one. I think this was a good call for Blacklist. I gotta say, they wanted to go fast, but I'm still giving Red Canids a little bit of room because they have so much vision, and they're so mobile.
Yeah. This is where you also go. Oh man, Blacklist International just went Blacklist International. It's very Blacklist International. The draft, you're looking at the lineup. Matilda, oh my Venus played that so many times. Barretts on Wise, it's a specialty. You have Lapu-Lapu on Edward, one of his favorite heroes up to date. Harith, of course, for Oheb. Won a lot of games and won a championship with it, and a Kagura for Haji. As we saw, one of the best mid lane heroes that he was able to get is this Kagura. So this is so much comfort for the side of Blacklist International.
Absolutely, but guess what? It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the first match of the M3 World Championships. We're getting into the Land of Dawn, where again, Blacklist International, with their composition, will have early prio. It's going to be very hard for the side of Red Canids to get anything done here in the early stages with literally 4 scaling heroes. I don't know, man. I feel like you're giving Blacklist a little bit too much room. We'll see how that fares for Red Canids. Right now, Jumpstyle just going to use a Retribution, securing that orange buff in the early game. Again, not much they can do here to go for the Little Wanderer.
Interesting how Blacklist International going for the invade, going for the check, while Luna was going for the leash across the map. They were expecting a vertical jungle. They were expecting some level of invade, but they kept it safe anyways. Real quick, let's pause this up, make sure that everything behind the scenes is on point. And I gotta say, we're off to a safe start. These two teams, they know each other. I'm aware of scrims happening all throughout the quarantine. I know that they know each other on a more than just face level. On a surface value, these two teams have studied each other very well, and they're showing so much respect.
Yeah, I want to say it's a different playstyle, at least in the early stages. The laning configuration is definitely different from both teams. For the side of Blacklist International, it's a standard 1-3-1, wherein your 2 supports, your position 4 and 5 will protect the jungler. Clear out the mid lane as fast as they can and then protect the jungler, move up from that. And now, you're looking at Red Canids, they really want to funnel their strategy into the gold lane this time, as the Rafaela will be escorting this 1-1 for maybe the entirety of the laning stage, just to make sure that the 1-1 will get the farm. And I think that's a great approach. The Yisun can fend off for himself. The only problem here is that what if they run out of time for this 1-1 to have enough farm?
I'm scared of Upatizi, honestly. Upa here has a great game, especially if...
And he's got a TZ.
Yes.
And he's got a TZ.
if he does get the babysitting that Luna's willing to provide.
Yeah.
I saw the interaction and I saw the rotation. Luna was on his way to Upa. And Harith, Oheb, we've seen him come through worse. We've seen the young man, the young gold laner from Blacklist, survive so much pressure. But against a 1-1 that has a Rafaela on him, I foresee diving shenanigans.
Yeah, I honestly cannot remember what Oheb picked up as the battle spell, but if it's Superior 5, then it means that it will be a free game for him. So you're looking at the composition of Blacklist, of Red Canids, there's not much lockdown in there. In fact, there's only like the Rafaela and maybe the stun of the Farsa, but that's hard to land. So technically speaking, this will be a great game for Oheb, especially after being picked up 3rd. Imagine this, 3rd pick for Blacklist International. There's not an answer for any kind of hard CC on that Harith. And I'm scared for Red Canids because of that fact.
I agree on that completely, but I do want to touch on the fact that Red Canids, they picked up the 1-1 over the Clint, right? Clint, again, being a very good, very dominant laning hero here in the early stages of the game. I thought for sure that they want to go for that Clint, get that lane dominance, lane kingdom up in the gold lane, just shut Oheb down from the get-go, but they went for the 1-1 instead. So right now, I'm still pretty confused as to why they did that. Maybe do you guys know? Do you guys have an explanation for that?
I see 1-1 a lot in MPL Brazil. Just taking a look back at the regular season, their playoffs, even well into Liga Latam right before we got into M3, the 1-1 shows up very, very often. And it's either that or the side lane mages like Lunox, which is often banned, as you saw earlier here, right?
Yeah.
So now back into the game, you can see that, yes, Luna is going to be babysitting Upa, TZ, but just the same, Oheb, he's not having a good time only because Blacklist's about to just rotate. Check this out.
Yeah, there you go. Haji goes in. Unfortunately, unable to do anything here. Blacklist will just go ahead and try to take that gold buff right now. We'll be able to secure it as Jumpstyle doesn't have the retribution just yet. Blacklist International so far right now with a 10 gold lead. Just a very, very small gold lead, but a turtle cam right there presented to you by TikTok Live as we are perhaps going to go into another pause for now here, Leo.
Love the huge swing. That visit by Luna was timed well by Blacklist International, so they were able to bother the Rafaela and the 1-1 up top, open up this first turtle at about 2 minutes, as you can see right on the pause. Between the Uranus and the Lapu-Lapu, that's why Lapu-Lapu is so strong in this metagame, in any metagame, is because in the XP lane, he's nigh unbeatable. Bravest fighter at minute 2 is disgusting.
It is. It really is disgusting. But unfortunately, we do have another technical pause here from the side of Blacklist International. We can see a little bit of frustration actually from Luna right there. Maybe getting, the emotion, the mental game is huge here, even in the best of one. So we'll see what happens here, but so far, Blacklist are the ones to initiate another technical pause. This does give us a little bit more time to, speak on the drafts here, right? Again, they have a very hard front-to-back composition. They literally want to just play kiting back with the 1-1, with the Farsa, with the Yisun Shin as well, and the frontline Uranus. But the thing is, Blacklist International, with their composition, they will be able to control the tempo of the game from the start to the mid-game, I suppose, until that's where Red Canids can try to come back. That's where they start to get their own tempo, get their own power spikes. But what are your thoughts on this? Because it's the complete opposite of what we just touched on earlier on. We said that Blacklist are the ones to take the games to long distances, whereas Red Canids, they like to go in for the early game plays.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what's going to happen here. Yisun Shin, he scales not as good as a Nathan, not as good as many other hybrid cores in this game currently in the metagame, but just the same, they have a Farsa, they have a 1-1. And it sounds like I'm about to say something good about Red Canids, but actually, all of these heroes are great targets for the Circling Eagle. Great targets for the Detna's Welcome. And 4 out of 5, it's only really Akashi who should not be hit by the Bravest Fighter, but almost anyone can be one off of a duel by Edward on the Lapu-Lapu.
Yeah, there's a chain stun coming up from Blacklist International. We can see, like you said, Circling Eagle, Detna's Welcome. Good single target lockdown for sure, and then you have Lapu-Lapu, good initiation, especially good backline gap closer, the Lapu-Lapu. And then the Kagurov obviously is your AoE. If you're looking at Red Canids, it's not about just the lockdown. In fact, they only have the Rafaela as their hard stun here, and it's not gonna be good. However, they have so much damage in their party. Imagine Yisun Shin as well as the Farsa. This is good coverage, almost global presence in there. High reach as well, big amount of damage from long distance. It means that if they do catch Blacklist International off guard, it will be a treat for them.
That might be one thing. That might be one thing that Red Canids has over Blacklist, the range. I can see certain situations wherein Blacklist is chasing, and because of that holy healing, Red Canids just gets away with a lot. I guess that's why I remember now seeing some MPL Brazil matches wherein the scoreline would be something like 2-3 in 15 minutes.
Oh.
Well, it's because they play so safe, Red Canids specifically. So I guess that's why they get into their rivals' heads. Vivo K-Star so much. That's why they keep winning those big grand finals, because they understand. They know the cat and mouse game. They understand the dynamic.
Yeah, they're basically playing to wait for the mistakes to come from their enemy, from their opponents here. But yes, we're still in a technical pause right now. I do want to remember everyone back at home who are watching, please do be patient with us. Obviously here at the M3 World Championships, fair play is the #1 priority. So if there are any connection issues or maybe just any issues whatsoever, we want to get that through first. That's why the pause is here. So please do be patient with us, everyone who is watching. We are just as excited as you to get into the games as well.
Yep, hopefully this is the first of the last.
First
that
and
we
the
go
last,
through.
yeah.
Yeah, because this is again just a best of one, ladies and gentlemen. A best of one meaning this lineup here, the 5v5 between the very mobile, very fast, very kiting lineup by Red Canids going up against, as Mirko put it, front to back, just all in strat by Blacklist. It's gonna matter. This is 1 point closer towards an upper bracket slot in the playoffs. I believe after the pause, we just saw a turtle take. I mean, we missed a turtle take.
Yeah, we did miss a turtle take. Not sure who got it right now. I think it is this, from the side of Blacklist International right now. You know, based on the compositions, they should be able to get that. Right, yep, it is going to be Wise who picked up that turtle. So we are back in the game.
A little sliver of that turtle buff aura.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
We caught that a little bit right here, but again, both teams just playing it really, really safe right now. Blacklist International with their early game composition, they don't really want to go for crazy fights on the board. But wait a minute, Zaman Force has been popped. It's going to be Lupatizi instantly just taken away, and that's going to be the Razor First Blood, super sharp, coming in.
Luna could only watch. There's only so much you could do as a Rafaela in that moment. Like, holy healing, yeah, I'll heal you, what, 1/8 of your health? And he couldn't get away. And this is what Wolf was talking about earlier. The firepower and the lockdown from Blacklist International just miles ahead. Oheb gonna catch here a little bit of Luna's ult. Jump style to the rescue, could not lock on Oheb.
Yeah, but wait a minute though. Blacklist International trying to rotate already to the top side. They're going to go and opt to go for this gold buff instead. Again, Red Canids, they're playing it super safe like we mentioned earlier. Maybe a little bit of an overposition from the side of Upatizi just now, but just immaculate and just beautiful, beautiful rotation from the side of Blacklist International, catching their opponents off guard. Again, now rotating to the mid lane and waiting, setting up for that second turtle of the game.
Interesting how the turtle just came back to its original spot. So as random as this is, it's great. Oh! Yeah. Circling Eagle!
Circling Eagle already onto Upatizi. Seems like a little bit of a miscommunication right there as Blacklist International. They didn't really want to go for that. Venus went in, tried to go for a little bit more damage as they set up towards the turtle. Wise already hitting on that. And Frost needs to be careful here. We'll just try to, withstand the wave, try to handle and keep the wave at bay.
Mount Shocker just in time to see Blacklist take it. Turtle Lane brought to you by the STB. Now, Red Canids putting a little bit more pressure up top.
Yeah, there you go. It's going to be the Oheb coming in for the Zaman Force, but look at that. The crossbow tank has been popped. Oheb caught very, very low right now, but he's going to be taken very low as well. Yin Yang overturn and the Circling Eagle will be able to get the kill back onto Upatizi. 0-0 right now in the 5th minute of the game.
I keep talking about the whole Red Canids just kiting Blacklist International, but it seems like it's a switch of roles here because it's Canids who keep walking into Blacklist. Now another fight in mid, not gonna happen, not gonna blow up just like that because it's the wrong configuration of heroes. There's no lockdown. Luna is not here. Luna's not here to stun Blacklist, and wow, look at how much work Blacklist put into this mid lane turret already.
Yeah, look at that. Holy Baptism is able to connect onto Edward. Unfortunately, there is a guiding wind to get him out of that one. Red Canids already now 1,000 gold behind of Blacklist International just from the pickoffs and the turret gold alone. Again, like you mentioned, that mid turret has been taken down quite a bit, and they have already started to rotate here to the top side. With them trying to go for a pickup, maybe Zaman Force has been popped. Venus not in the position to go for the Circling Eagle, but that's what they wanted, just the turret, and they are playing this really, really smart, really, really intelligently as they will make their way to the mid lane once again. Haji opening up the map for us, Wise and Haji taking down the second turret of the game.
So clean. Blacklist International eating good here. Wise goes ahead, steals that orange.
That's his welcome now going in. It's in a 1v4. Crossbow Tang has been popped, but Wise in a 1v4 is able to win. What is going on, man? The backup coming in from Edward as Luna will be able to finally pick off Wise. It is a 3-for-1 trade for the side of the Filipinos.
One, because Luna's passive just took Wise out on the way, despite the guiding winds getting him back. But you're right, like, the first 2 minutes was relatively close, but Blacklist knew exactly what they needed to do. They isolated the XP lane. They foresaw the pressure that was going to be put on Oheb because of how early it is. And Wolf, here's the answer to your question earlier. It's a flicker. It's not a purify yet. Oheb is still dominating. Oheb is still winning. And I think it's also because he knows that he had backup.
Yeah. We can see from the instant replay, Jumpstyle already committing his dash. And he can't even like confidently hit onto Wise because he's looking for Edward. Edward snuck in at the right moment. Just the moment he saw that Hysun Shin, he popped his combo and Hysun Shin is gone. Especially because the dash is already used.
Yeah, this is basically Blacklist International in a nutshell. They suffocate their opponents, right? They use the little bit of pressure everywhere on the map to just slowly but surely take you out of the game. And right now, that's exactly what they're doing. Just clean, crisp gameplay, playing all the side lanes properly. Wave control is just amazing from this team. But look at that, on the top side, they are already going for the engage. Yin Yang overturn, connecting onto Upatizi, still able to get away with that Aegis. But the pressure is up for the side of Blacklist International. They will be able to pick up the third turtle and that orange buff as well.
100% turtle take rate. Jumpstyle is hungry. Jumpstyle lucky to get his purple because again, back to back turtle has spawned here on the lower quarter of the map. And right now, top lane, Oheb is just, look at this. Oheb versus Luna couldn't even protect the turret. This is Frost just doing damage control. He knows something's up. He knows they're in trouble. Because they can't see Edward. Oh, Edward isn't even part of this fight. There's one happening down bottom.
Yeah, they're playing the side waves really, really well, but wait a minute, it's going to be Oheb jumping in with his Zaman Force, jumping all the way, has the flicker ready, but it's going to be Jumpstyle instead, taken down. Luna forced to back away, and again, Blacklist suffocating their opponents, playing it so well, getting the 1-for-0 picks all across the map, all from that wave control, man. That wave manipulation is now, but the airstrike will be used to try to clear the wave as Akashi goes back in. Venus, caught in the bad situation, needs to be careful here, because that is a 4-man gank. Oh my, Venus going for the Circling Eagle, unable to get away, and that's going to be one picked up by Upatizi.
Not sure if it's worth it, but obviously, Oh My Venus played it to isolate mid to get that push, close to taking it down, opening it up for Wise down bottom, despite the man-to-man defense by Akashi. So overall, a life for a turret this early on, 9 minutes in the game. I'd say it's worth it. But there's something with this map, there's something with this best of one because Lord is also going to be on the lower quarter. So I guess that's why they tried to open up these two side lanes to get just as fast a major objective as possible. Akashi just pushing back the rest of Blacklist International. Wise more than happy to welcome him. And Orange once more! Denied!
Because Wise is level 13 and Jumpstyle is just a level 11. So the retribution for Wise is definitely much stronger. And you saw how Red Canids really just crumbled to that pressure. I mean, Jumpstyle even called his supports for that orange buff, but they weren't able to make it. So much real estate that they're losing at now for Red Canids. And I would say this is not the way you play Uranus, because the way that you play Uranus is always far forward against your team, split pushing, maybe getting 2 lanes, just cutting the creep wave, you know, the Kenji play that he was trying to do. I mean, I think only the Filipinos know about the Kenji play, but basically it's a Uranus that cuts 2 lanes of minions in the opponent's base.
We saw the Kenji play at M2.
That's right.
It was in the last World Championship, so it's basically just a deep cut. Yeah. It's a deep cut, but I think it's too late right now, not the perfect timing. Look at this, Red Canids putting their own Ube. This is the Brazilian Ube.
Yeah, the Brazilian Ube right here is Wise. Actually now will be able to be zoned away for a bit, but again, like we mentioned earlier, Blacklist, this is the way they play the game. They just suffocate their opponents, playing the waves perfectly, freezing it, and not letting Red Canids get even a little bit of gold here. In the 10th minute of the game, it is already an 8,000 gold lead for the Filipino champions.
gonna be crazy. You know what you saw from Red Canids? This is the second time that they tried to go for like a lot of players. The first time they did it was 3 heroes around the orange buff, and then they did 5 heroes around the purple buff. You have to take note, buffs get stronger the more heroes around there is. And that meant that Wise can just bully them. They were grouped as 5. Jump style will not be able to just like normal attack the purple buff and then rely on its retribution, because unfortunately your normal attacks will deal less damage and your retribution will always not trump Wise, because Wise is already level 15 and Jump is level 12. So that's a checkmate by 1 hero against 5 of Red Canids.
Not to mention the tick on Wise's passive on the knife. On the Hunter passive, he just ticks faster. So Blacklist International, if they decide to take something away from Red Canids, it's just almost easy pick. It's like taking candy from a baby. It's difficult. So Red Canids are trying their best here to recover, pulling their own version of the Ube. All 5 in mid. Mountain Shocker just to check where everyone is, and they see, oh no, they see that Blacklist is going for the Luminous Lord.
Man, they're so smart with this stuff, man. Look at that. They set up the slow push perfectly, timing it when the Enhanced Lord comes up, and there you go. There's just no response from Red Canids. They can't do anything at this point. If they do try to contest, they're surely going to be wiped out, and there you go. There you have it, Blacklist International with the Enhanced Lord and a 9,000 gold lead in the 12th minute of the first game here at the M3 World Championships.
2-6, I just gotta say the kills that they got on Blacklist were, one was a distraction kill, the other was just a deep dive by Wise. So far I can say Blacklist International hasn't committed any errors. This is a clean game for them.
Yeah, definitely. Only Blacklist International, they're very famous with their Matilda Airlines, and Oh My Venus really dons that Matilda. And we were talking about how this will be like a duo or a trio in the mid lane, wherein the supports and the jungler will join out together and just get kills and make the plays of the map. Look at both the position 4 and 5 of Blacklist International. Both of them have 100% kill participation, right? This is how you can say that your support duo is doing wonders.
It's insane, honestly, right now with the Enhanced Lord marching that top side. Venus will try to zone them away from this, but he's got to be careful because Red Canids, they have the abilities ready and up right now. But the airstrike being used, but Enhanced Lord will march into that inhibitor turret. There's nothing Red Canids can do as of this moment. They're going to be able to take that inhibitor turret and that tier 2 in the mid lane out for nothing. There is nothing on the board for Red Canids to do or even trade for.
Top lane already penetrated. Bottom gonna follow through. It looks like Blacklist International is just going by this in surgical precision. They know that Lord is coming up in about 2 minutes and change, so they're slowly taking bottom first. They're gonna chip down bottom to go harder. And now Oheb, he wants a head here.
Yeah, look at that. Brave Spider being used to the backside as Oheb jumps back and forth. It is gonna be him zoned away, but the stun does connect to Jump Style, stops them in their tracks right now as Blacklist will just go, move on to the purple buff. Jump Style will be zoned away. Luna gets taken down, and that's gonna be another kill picked up from the side of Blacklist. Oheb picking up that purple buff, and they're looking to end the game right here, right now. 14 minutes on the clock. Let's see what they can do.
What Red Canids can do here is basically find the one who's away from the Ube, but it's not going to happen because of the guiding winds, and they're still going. There's another fight.
There's another fight indeed. Haji goes in, picks up the kill. Jumpstyle just does no damage at this point, and Blacklist, again, surgical, clinical game right now. They are not dropping anyone. They're playing it so cleanly, and you can see they are getting one turret, backing away, getting another one, playing their waves, playing their objectives, doesn't want to leave anything, doesn't want to risk anything. That's just beautiful.
Beautiful execution from Blacklist International, especially how they did it. This was a textbook play coming up from Blacklist International. Use your Lapu-Lapu to peel the back lines, have someone, separated from the opponent's team, and then peel it off. Then pick it off. And that really happened with Makashi. Knowing that he doesn't have Purify, Blacklist International went ahead and got the Uranus kill. And without the Uranus, there's really no one to face Blacklist International from Red Canids. And I'm definitely sure that we're going to see it in the replay. You see how decisive they were on using this Lapu-Lapu as their main peel against against Red Canids.
Yeah, Akashi had nothing to do here. Akashi has been having a difficult game. The 0-2-2 line is going to speak for itself. And yeah, he's the only one who can actually peel. Luna is not your traditional roamer. Luna is not a tank in this game. And a whole healing on a Uranus that was bullied for a majority of this game, maybe for 12, 13 minutes so far of the 16-minute bout. It's hard. So what's Akashi to do? I'm also curious because I'm sure he's getting the call here to say, okay, try to go find Oheb, try to go find Venus, take as much as you can from them, and then distract them so that maybe Jumpstyle can go find a kill and open the map up for Frost. And that's a blessing in disguise, I think, because Frost hasn't died yet. So Frost is playing a good range game, but for how long can they do this? Because now Haji just picked up the Divine Glaive. He's gonna hurt all the more.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Uranus is a good front line if you let him scale. If you get and shut him down all the way from the early stages, he is very, very squishy, actually. You know, he has that regeneration from his ultimate, but still, he is very, very squishy here. And as you can see, Blacklist once again plays and is going in for the team fight here. Strickling Eagle onto Luna. Not much going on right now as Red Cannon is still able to go away, but Edward jumps in for the Bravest Fighter all the way to the backside. Minute Truncheon still there as Jumpstyle actually picks up a kill onto Haji. Upatizi now going in for the kite, going in for the crossbow of Tang, doesn't get it, and he's taken very low. It's going to be Oheb picking up the kill. Akashi running for the hills right now as Blacklist International are trying to go for it. Death to his welcome being popped. Not going to be able to connect onto him, but it's going to be Akashi running for the hills. It is the Circling Eagle to lock him down in place, and the Zaman Force to finish him off. The killing spree now for the side of the Filipino gold laner.
Gotta appreciate what Akashi was doing, and we were wondering, what's Akashi to do? There's the answer! Just distract Blacklist International, but he can only do that for so long. There's only 2 defenders left on the side of Red Canids. There's no way Luna's gonna survive this! It's a 2-man assault! Jumpstyle the only one left!
No way, dude. Jumpstyle jumps in. The Winner's Truncheon is just there as Oheb gets away. Not for long, though. He's going to get shut down, and that's going to be Red Canids still able to defend the game for now, but at what cost? They've lost everything at this point, and the Enhanced Lord is up for grabs for Blacklist International. Wolf, any thoughts on that fight?
That was Red Canids surviving by the skin of their teeth, but Blacklist International playing it so well. Fortunately for Edward, he missed his combo just because of the we call it the skateboard for the Yinshin. Boosts up his speed. That's why he was able to dodge the combo of the Lapu-Lapu, but it won't matter as much. Yeah, they will survive for maybe a few minutes more, but Blacklist International will get the second Lord of the game. This will jump through the composition, the base building of Red Canids, and that's going to be deadly. Red Canids needs to keep Frost safe for now, so that they will have the wave clear that they needed. Good shutdown from Frost. As they were able to look at this. Look at how Jumpstyle was able to get out of there. Freestyling over Edward. And he actually stunned the right guy, which was Oheb. Followed up with his feathered airstrike. In all due fairness for Red Canids, that was a nice defense on their part.
Yeah, right now, as we're looking at the game, honestly, if the later the game goes, the more it is going to favor Red Canids, but are they going to be able to withstand the siege? Again, it is only their base left. Akashi getting caught, still able to dash away right now. It might be the final fight of the game here. Leo and Wolf, and the S-Strike has been popped. Edward in the midst of it all, still able to take some damage as Zaman Force has been popped. Oheb now jumping back and forth, trying to deal some damage, but actually, very good defense from the side of Red Canids. Still able to defend the Lord, but it is going to be Edward jumping with the Bravest Fighter, connecting onto the damage. The Jumpstyle will be caught very low, but Edward will lose his immortality. Crossbow of Tang has been popped, but the base is going to be the target, and Blacklist International with the first win here at the M3 World Championships.
1 point ahead of the pack. This propels Blacklist to the top of Group A, and this is, again, just a best of 1. Congratulations, very well played. Got a little hairy towards the end there, because we saw that Red Canids were slowly ramping up their firepower, but if you're playing up against a team like Blacklist